Did you ever think about it that if one other person had listened, they could have built a boat too? Not one person built a boat, but Noah. And he built it to save his own family. That's why men, particularly, I'm a man, so I think that way, but men and women, particularly, is you've got to focus today as I talk about faith of what you want to become, because you need to build a boat to save your family from all trouble, from hardships, from pain, from poverty, from things that maybe your mom and dad or your dad and their dad's dad, grew up, and it just came up through the family, and everybody gets divorced, everybody fights all the time, everybody's stressed, we've always been poor, they never had a thing. I don't know what it is, but these things that come up through our family, we can put a stop to it, and we want to put a stop to it by faith. We learn to do that, and then what we're actually doing is we're building a boat to save our family. By living for God, you are building a boat. By living by faith, you are building a boat. By coming to church, if you choose one that preaches the Bible, which I encourage, not just ours, but because there are some out there. But when you come here today and you worship and you bring your children, you send your children over. See, you don't realize, maybe it's my age, maybe many years I've been doing this, but even if you're a younger parent, you don't realize, you know what you're doing when you follow these directions. And many of you, obviously, Derek said he's been here for 18 years. They made him pretty young, right? And there's people sitting out here, been here for many years, and they've understood maybe where they would be, but by coming and putting the Word of God to practice and their faith to practice, they have built a boat for their family and their children. It's not always perfect. There's sometimes hardships we go through, but by faith we get through. Sometimes we go through, but by faith we get through.